everyone, it's Kellen Brauer from Racer X back again with another race examination video. Let's talk about Super Motocross. The first round went off really without a hitch in Charlotte. It was a really great event, a lot of fun to see, and it was really cool how this split lane worked so well. This is an example of Chase Sexton and Justin Barcia taking two different routes in this first of two motos, and Sexton does get the pass done, but Barcia is almost able to get him back right here as he's going to slingshot back up the inside, and it kind of worked out almost even. Here's what Chase had to say about the split section, though.
That's the first ever split lane I've ever seen be somewhat even, and it wasn't even like next to each other. Friday I did around the bridge all day. Saturday morning qualifying over the bridge for both qualifiers, and then went to the motos. I did both motos under the bridge every lap. I went over the bridge a few times. That's it.
How cool is that, though? Apparently, they did actually extend one section of this track because of the bridge, like 40 extra feet to even it out, but well done. Great job to make a split section that worked that well when it looked like on paper it was going to be one line for sure. Jett Lawrence went down in the first moto of this one, and this is really just a matter of him getting a little bit weighted on the front because the rear end kicked over this inside roller right here as he goes to this off camber. So he's going to miss the rut, but he's also way off the front of the bike. It's eventually going to just kind of dig in, and his balance is gone, so he just tips over. Weird kind of day for Jett, but he put it down to bike setup issues that he had in the first moto. That was what really deterred him. Cianciaurlo almost had the save of a lifetime coming down this straightaway in the second moto. Was in about third or fourth place, jumping through this rhythm section. Yeah, third place, and just hooks a rut, jumps left. First of all, does a remarkable job to downside that Honda tough block, and then jumps over these Peacock tough blocks. Lands sideways, hits one, hits another one. I think if he doesn't hit that second one, he saves it, and he still almost saves it anyway. But dude, what a remarkable job, because like I said, if we go back to that initial landing, like I said, gets cross-rutted, is going to jump off the side of the track trying to change his balance, and then lands with the nose high so he can downside that, and then clears, what, he basically triples the tough blocks and then lands on the fourth one right there. High centers, ends up going down, gets all the way to the very back of the pack because he's kind of stuck under the bike. Fortunately not hurt though, but a wild ride and near save there for Cianciaurlo. Chase Sexton was on it all day long, and in this second moto, he caught Ken Roczen kind of napping a little bit. He even said that Roczen told him after the race he wasn't even really sure he was there, but this is a great view from our Tom Jurnett of Sexton going down the inside, making a really quick pass, sneaking up on Roczen. And like I said, Roczen didn't even know he was there before he knew it. Sexton down the inside, by and into the lead. Great pass, and Chase was really on it all day long to sweep the motos and sweep the first ever SMX playoff race. Now he's got the points lead moving into round 2 this weekend in Illinois. I want to remind everybody that this video is presented by OnX Off-Road. Know where to go with the #1 off-road GPS app. Access 500,000 plus miles of trails and roads, open dates, and public lands. Use the code RACERX, that's RACERX, for 20% off when you download the OnX app today. Let's talk some 250 class action from Charlotte, and really talking about Hunter Lawrence, who had really no fun in the first corner. He ended up going on the left side in both starts, and you can see coming into this first corner, he is already way back. I mean, did not get off the gate well. Max Vohland definitely didn't get off the gate very well. So he's going to have a bad start regardless of which, but as he pushes into this corner, he's going to see a little bit of an opportunity open up in this little slot right here and try to get up alongside Pierce Brown, but the gap is closing. He kind of hits Pierce Brown as they go through this first corner, and he's rodeoing the bike right here. Almost goes down in that first little sequence right there, drags the front end, and then Vohland sneaks by him right there. So then in the second one, another terrible start, goes down in the first corner, and we're going to see a side angle of this one right here. Just not the best start, a little bit better of a start, but this is really just Vohland pushes out wide. Lawrence is trying to cut back underneath. He just hits his front end, or his rear tire, I should say, Vohland's rear tire, and Lawrence just kind of sliding all the way down to the ground, pedaling, trying to push it, but just tips over. Two bad starts way back, and then as he was charging forward in this first moto, he's going to have a little bit of a slide out here as well. A lot of guys saying that this back section was a lot more slicker than they expected it to be. There's a little bit of rain falling, but I thought it was funny how Lawrence fell, and then the very next lap, I believe there's a hammocker going down in the exact same manner, and really the exact same spot as well. If we go back to Lawrence's crash right here, you're going to see Lawrence coming in, slides down, you got this cherry stake right here, and then Lawrence is going to actually hit his head on this little tough block right here. Same kind of front end push and slide. And then Lawrence actually got hit by, I think that's Swole going by right there. But then if we go to the hammocker crash, again, right here, the front end is going to start sliding right there. And then there's a cherry stake that Lawrence had just taken out the lap before. And then the tough block that was pushed a little bit farther. I mean, identical crashes. Really, Hammaker just wanted us to have a different viewpoint of it from far away versus Lawrence, which is a little bit closer up from the camera views. But yeah, Hunter Lawrence definitely not having a lot of fun. In this second moto, I wanted to highlight how great Joe Shimoda was at just finding an opportunity to pass Vial, because a lot of guys did say it was a little bit one line of a track. It was hard to make passes, and Shimoda passed him in a spot no one had passed him, anybody really, all day long. And this was just, Vial defends the inside right here. Really good job of defending. Shimoda just pushes to the outside, rails that rut, and before you know it, he's ahead of him. There's really nothing you can do if you're Vial there any differently. You defended the line well. You hit the corner pretty well. I mean, he could have maybe hit the corner a little bit faster, but Shimoda just goes a little bit harder, just pushes the front into this corner a little bit better, leans all the way in, rails the rut, and because he was following Vial, he could test that line a couple times before, make it happen, make it work, and make the pass into the lead, which would eventually become the pass for the win because Hayden Deegan could not get high enough to battle for the overall, and that was the pass to seal the deal on Tom Vial for the overall win for Joe Shimoda. So he takes the win in the 250 class. He's got the points lead rolling into Chicago. A lot of fun coming up.